This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Any life choices made after listening to us are strictly your problem. Side effects may include unhinged texts, questionable financial decisions, and the sudden urge to start a small business out of spite. Proceed with caution. Melissa, on a scale from mild inconvenience to full-blown crisis, where are you at today?
In the usual place, which is somewhere between I can handle this and I've got to burn it all down.
That tracks. I feel that on so many levels. I feel like that's any Sunday night as a small business owner.
Any given day.
All right, enough of a warm-up. Let's get into this. Melissa, what chaos shitstorm are you living through this week?
I feel like this week my shitstorm is figuring out how to learn a whole new language of Google Ads, Google Analytics. It should be very easy, plug and play as a small business owner, but when you actually try to look at it or figure it out, I feel like I have to go through like a community college course to figure out how to unpack it and figure out how to use it.
I love that you said should be very easy.
Everything should be easy and nothing ever is.
Have you ever tried to like change a setting on like your Facebook business page? Good luck.
Yeah.
They have 3 different programs to do the one thing you need to do.
Yeah.
So,
very, very frustrating.
Should be is always going to be a nice to have, and it's never going to be a reality for us, I feel like.
No.
Yeah. My chaos shitstorm has been construction. As you know, we're building out over in Mesa, and we have this orange turd nugget in the Oval Office. And that's his new nickname now.
I like
Orange
it.
Turd Nugget.
Turd Nugget.
And you know, like you're spending random nights at 9 o'clock at night being like, oh shit, I need to buy all this stuff for my new location. What routes through Canada or Mexico or China? Or I don't know, let me become an importer hat and try to figure this shit out.
Because you also need to learn all about shipping logistics.
Correct.
As a small business owner. It's just one more hat you have to learn.
The amount of technology products where I've had to do a deep dive into being like, what components are in that camera? And what percent comes from where? I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
I don't. All right. Enough of this. Welcome to Join the Chaos, the podcast that is 50% caffeine and 50% unhinged opinions, as you've already heard.
Yeah, if you came here for rational discussions, you might want to reconsider your life choices. We absolutely embrace the mess and spill the tea, and definitely overshare.
Oh, way too much. We've definitely got some strong opinions, 0 filters, and just enough caffeine to be dangerous. So buckle up, because this is Join the Chaos.
In case you're wondering who exactly is hosting this dumpster fire, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Melissa, founder of Drink Me Tea Room, where we take afternoon tea, throw in a little magic, and turn it into a full immersive experience. Basically, if you want to sip tea in a fairy tale, I'm your girl.
And I'm Gabe, the founder of Brick Road Coffee and Prismatic Coffee Labs. Brick Road is a proudly queer coffee shop here in Arizona. Nice ruby red. Again, unfortunately. And Prismatic is my wholesale roasting company. So basically, I spend all my time caffeinating people and questioning my life choices.
And together, we are 2 small business owners who think we are living the chaos of our own making. But let's be real, the world is a nightmare, and we know we're not alone.
So whether you've quit your corporate job to chase your dreams like us, or whether you're wondering if there's more to life than Zoom meetings and performance reviews, we're here for you. So let's get into the chaos. All right, so now that we've done our weekly chaos check-in, let's talk about something that's been haunting us lately.
And by haunting, I mean creeping in those 3 a.m. intrusive thoughts that wake you up and you keep thinking about them. Because today we have to admit something pretty controversial, I think.
Yes, and yeah, they creep in very, very often. And sometimes, just sometimes, I'm just going to say it, sometimes I miss a corporate job.
I know. We talk about this a lot, actually. We fought so hard to escape the cubicles and managers who circle back, the soul-sucking emails. But not going to lie, the thought of stability and just like actual dedicated work time, so it's not 24 hours a day, sounds kind of nice.
Yeah. As I mentioned before, passive aggressiveness, I miss that so much. So today we're going to be breaking it all down, what we actually miss, like as I said in my previous email.
Oh, that's a good one. So passive aggressive.
What we actually miss, what we think we miss but don't, and why we'd still never go back, because let's be real, I don't think I'm ever giving this up. But let's get into it.
Yeah, I have lots of thoughts about the corporate dream, even though I never thought those words would come out of my mouth.
Right? Like, how long now have you been in your small business journey?
So I left my corporate job in the middle of 2019.
Okay, so you at least don't have the pandemic to blame. You kind of got screwed over by the pandemic.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
I decided to leave in 2021, but my dumbass was like, ooh, wait, what's this? A vaccine? Everything's going to be roses. Let's open a coffee shop. And then Delta variant came, and I was like, what the hell did I just get myself into? So, we've all been on this roller coaster. But what do I'm curious, what is your damn, I miss that moment? Like, we love what we do, and let's be honest, we do. You're going to hear us complain a lot. But we love it. We love it, we promise. But what's that one thing about corporate life that, like, on a really shitty day, you're just like, God, you can take my kidney. Give it to me. Okay,
so we're going to take paycheck off the table.
Yes.
Because that is the obvious answer.
Right. I mean, point blank, we both don't get paid.
Nope. No paychecks. So that's not the answer. But the thing that I feel like I really miss, and this is so basic, but having a cube.
The cube.
I miss having a cube and a dedicated workspace.
And your 3 pictures that fit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it sounds like the most like ridiculous answer, but I recently was at a friend's business that she ended up buying, and she has a whole corner office with like windows and a wraparound workspace and a couch and like a meeting table. And I just want a little cube. I just want dedicated workspace and a tiny whiteboard.
But can we be honest? So like even as our small businesses, like we both own food and beverage. You own a tea room, I own a coffee shop. The number of shows that I watch on TV where it's in a restaurant and they show the like restaurant owner sitting in an office, I'm like, what the hell world is this? I feel very privileged that I have like a 4x2 piece of wood sticking out of the wall that I can fit a computer on.
Yeah.
You have like a 12x12 table tucked in a corner.
Yeah, but it's usually too full of
other stuff.
Other things. Yeah. No, I carry my office with me.
Yes.
Yeah. It's about a 40-pound tote bag full of files and pens and
also
scissors.
Known as your gym.
Yeah, my gym, my office. Yep. It's fully transportable, but
I do love the purse snacks, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it does have snacks. Snacks are always in there for sure.
Yep. Yeah. No, I would agree with that. I think the cubicle is, I know this might be controversial, and we're in the post-COVID era where there's a lot of people getting forced back into the office, but like us bitching about like missing a cube is probably going to go over like a lead balloon.
I know.
But at the same time, I just kind of want to be able to go into a desk and be like, that's my stapler.
Yes.
That's my computer. I'm going to put my headphones in and I'll talk to you at lunch. Yep. Okay, bye.
Mm-hmm. That does not exist. Absolutely not. I will say, to your point about like watching shows where there's like office space, The Bear made me so mad.
Yes.
I'm like, who has an office like this with a library in it in the back of a restaurant? That's not actually a thing.
So 100%, that's the show I was referring to.
It was so irritating.
Yeah, and like the number of times, like even going into their like walk-in cooler where they're like, you have empty space on your what?
Yeah, there's no empty space.
No, it is a precarious balancing act.
It's Tetris.
Yes.
Yeah, storage Tetris is constantly a thing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So yeah, no, the Cubicles definitely one for sure. That's a good one.
Okay. Yeah. So that's my basic answer there. But what were some of the like weird rules for corporate life that you kind of miss but kind of don't? Like, can you think back to when you were in...
Oh my God. Like, it's not a rule, but it's just the general way of being.
Yeah.
And it's the passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Like the number of emails where you're like, I'm going to say what I really say or what I really want to say, but I'm going to say it in the most passive aggressive way possible. Like the see my previous email.
Yeah.
Period. Send.
Absolutely. Or just re-forwarding without even...
With no words.
No words. Yeah. Just re-forward the same thing.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if that would be an unwritten rule, but definitely the passive aggressive corporate email vibe is something I miss. Now as a business owner, it's like, I got to use Grammarly. So what's my tone?
Yeah.
Before, like every review, your tone, my tone. Yeah.
I definitely don't miss reviews.
Oh, God, no.
Something I do not miss.
Oh, God, no.
Either getting them or having to deliver them.
I just gave all of my baristas a review, annual review.
How did that go over?
Oh, my God, they all thought they were getting fired. It was great. Like, so it brought me some joy because I'm like, at some point, I'm teaching them the torment of what corporate is like. So I'm
Absolutely.
like, a little part of me is like happy inside. But no, I still didn't enjoy like putting them together. I didn't enjoy like all of that. But like there was a little bit of that joy of like these 19, 20-year-olds like, this is what a review. This is welcome to the next 80 years of your life.
Yeah.
Getting a review every year and being told you're mediocre. I didn't tell them they were mediocre.
Or being told, oh, you're doing a great job and your raise is nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty typical too, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that's an unwritten rule. Being told, you're doing so great. Here, let's reward you by allowing you to do this special project. Like, bitch, give me money.
Yeah.
Don't give me a pizza party. Don't give me a special project.
Pizza party.
The pizza parties.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Every time my team's like, can we do like a team building thing and we'll order pizza? I was like, oh, yeah, because you want it. Like,
yeah.
Welcome to every time. When you get into corporate world, that's just corporate buyout money for the poor. But
yeah, how do you think like people who still have corporate jobs that you know, I don't know a lot of them now.
I do.
I know a handful. What could they like? What skills are they missing to be able to survive as a small business owner?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, I think it depends. You know, I think there's a lot of people that I know that I've worked with that I think would make make really good small business owners. But I think it's because I ran with a crowd that was like, I only really associated with the people that were like, oh, fuck it, I'll just do it all myself.
Yeah.
Like that was the crowd I ran with. So like those are the most of the people I still talk to. And that's why we were friends, because we were always the ones that were kind of like us. We were like, oh, just let me fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
The doers. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think most of them would be good. But I think if I think back to my earlier career, like my early banking days in the ops processing center, yeah, there's a good 95% of them that could never run a small business because they were the type of people that were like, I did my 3 tickets. Can I go?
Yeah. Phoning it in, really. You know, the thing I kind of had to unlearn when I left my corporate job and then started this small business for some crazy reason, was like almost like there's no one to tell you no, right? You're really gun shy of making decisions.
As a small
and then you
owner, yeah.
overanalyze it since, you know, in corporate, there's so many like hoops you have to jump through to get anything done sometimes. But then there's no hoops. Well, there are many hoops, but they're different.
Right.
And you get to decide. It's your choose your own adventure.
Oh, I totally remember that. When I first started growing, I was like, okay, so if I want to start selling coffee online, oh, I guess I just do that, huh?
Yeah. Right. You kind of have to unlearn like
Yeah.
the guardrails, which was a little bit weird.
Very freaky.
And I found it took a little while. It took a couple of months till I was like, oh,
A couple of months. It was a good year for me.
yeah, it took a while.
I mean, I think like for Brick Road specifically, I bought the equipment and like took over the lease in June of like 2021. I didn't open until October. And yes, I had some like mural work to do, and I had a lot of cleaning because it was disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I probably could have opened a lot earlier than I did. There was just a definite like, well, when do I open? Oh, I guess I just stopped locking the door when I come in here to work.
Yeah.
I actually let people come in.
It is an interesting transition.
It really, really is. Because like you're like, oh wait, I don't just work 8 to 5. No.
Yes.
No. So yeah. I'm curious though, if you had to go back to corporate, let's say tomorrow, Melissa is like, I really want to go back to a job that's soul sucking.
I've had those thoughts actually,
Yeah.
in a weird way.
Yeah. Not in the way I'm going to frame this.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Soul sucking.
Soul
Got it. I got it. Yep.
Like, yep. You're like, you know what? This job where I'm going to have to go in and lay off all of the USAID workers. Well, that sounds like a job I'd love to get up for every morning. If you had to go back to corporate, what's the first thing that would send you running back to small business life? Like, what's that first moment where you'd be like, oh, fuck it, I'm out?
Oh, it wouldn't take me very long.
I know.
Honestly, it would be the mansplaining.
Yes.
Right? Like the second that some leader would come in and try to mansplain the process, policy, just anything in general, I'm like, nope, I'm out. Peace. See ya. I will take the 24 hours of work every single day, no days off instead.
But let's be real. You are a woman-owned business who has told me all sorts of horror stories.
Oh, yeah.
Like the construction.
Yes.
And the fact that you had to get a man to talk to your contractor.
Yes, that is correct. I had to have a translator. Yeah.
English to English.
Yeah. Yes.
English to English.
Yes.
Mansplaining.
Yes,
translator.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, yes, it still exists out here. So we can't really.
It does. But also I can get a lot more pissed off about it now.
Yeah. There's
right?
no HR.
And not that I can get pissed off, but I can take action against it
That's
now.
true.
Like I can say what I need to say.
That's true.
Yeah.
I definitely think probably for me, I don't know what my run for the hills moment would be. I don't know if it would be another meeting about my tone, because I think that's one of the things I've realized is how many meetings and reviews I had about my tone, and it's just like, I'm just autistic. I just talk very monotone, and I'm just like, I'm just telling you what needs to get done. Like we did a DISC survey.
Oh yeah,
recently.
DISC.
DISC, yeah, remember
Yeah,
DISC?
I remember DISC.
Yeah, so I'm a strong D, like a solid D.
Yep.
And I'm like, my complete operating philosophy is just like, get the job done, and I'll care about your feelings later.
Yeah.
Like I don't fucking care how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
And get to work.
And then we'll have therapy after.
Yeah.
Like grow up and do your job. So
then I'll buy you pizza for later. Make you feel better.
I'll buy you pizza and a smoothie.
Yeah.
And a smoothie. We'll warm that back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it would be being told my tone. I think just like being mindful about other people's feelings. I'm like, the bitch ain't mindful of mine. If they were mindful of mine, they'd get their job done and do it right the first time.
Yep.
But so I think that would probably be my breaking point. But that's just, I don't know. I as much as the cubicle calls me.
Oh, the cubicle, the dream.
Yes, I know.
So
but
stupid.
As much as it calls me, I just don't see it happening again. I think it would be a hard pill to swallow.
I think when we talk about it, because we will wistfully talk about,
100.
To have a cube again, to go into the office.
Okay, so we went on vacation together, and we were in somebody's place of business employment, and they showed us their cube, and both of us were just like, look at all this space.
I know. So stupid. Yes, it was absolutely a cube farm, and we got really excited about it. That was the most ridiculous reaction to that ever.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So what were you saying? As much as we talk about that.
Oh, the conversation
Yeah.
about it, as much as we do, like, periodically revisit the dream of the cube, I think that conversation usually lasts about 2.5 seconds.
100.
And then we're over it and we're back to our dumpster fires.
I love my dumpster fire, though. And I think this is probably a good point because I think if we keep romanticizing corporate life too much, we might, accidentally update our LinkedIn profiles again.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
let's shift gears, shall we?
Yes. So now it's time for rapid fire chaos, where we take the most unhinged business headlines of the week and ask the real questions.
This is the kind of questions that CNBC would never dare to ask. We have zero problems asking the quiet part out loud.
So buckle up because corporate America is going to keep embarrassing itself. The least we can do is talk about it.
This will definitely heal some romanticizing of the corporate world.
Yes.
So, all right, rapid fire chaos. Here's the first one for you. First of all, have you fired all your diversity yet? So apparently, we're learning that DEI is out and layoffs are in. So if you're a woman, as you are, a person of color, or queer, as I am, have you laid yourself off yet, or are you just waiting for the email? Melissa, what say you?
Oh, definitely waiting for the email.
100%.
Yeah. Absolutely waiting for the email. This is the most ridiculous thing.
100%. It's dumb.
And the sheer speed at which all of these corporations are just backpedaling is astounding.
It is insanely sad to watch how many it's the preemptive compliance with this dictator.
Yeah.
And I'm just I can't stand.
No, it really doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
Of all the things, I think it's just something that's low-hanging fruit that they feel like they can, agree to and
I think
get praise.
We're at the point now where it's they're mad at an acronym. They could I don't even think most of them could tell us what DEI stands for.
No.
I don't even think they know the words that are around it. I mean, I saw somebody posted about how I think he said something, the orange turd said something like DEY. WHY, DEY. I was just this man is a grown child. He's absolutely still wearing diapers, and I'm just over it. I'm this chaos. Good luck, corporate world, because honestly, you're fucking up big time. But
I mean, if you think back to back to the corporate life, there was not that much DEI to begin with.
No.
So it's not like it was ruining anything.
Right. You look at most C-suites, they're still old white men.
Absolutely.
With one woman.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're lucky, they have a person of color.
Right.
But they really, if they're doing it right, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that means they have a woman of color.
Oh, yes.
That way they can
then you just have to have one.
Just one.
Right. Yep.
Oh,
exactly.
Anyway, yes. So, yeah, that's lesson learned on that one.
Oh, geez. Okay, so here's another one. Super Bowl ads. We're recording this Super Bowl Sunday.
Because sports ball.
Yay. I think we're both rooting for Team Taylor. But
yes.
So, they're rehashing old commercials from the 90s to play. So is it just nostalgia, or is it some weird way to have everyone think that the past was better?
I think they're leaning in on the whole make again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going for that vibe. I think they see the dollars.
But, I don't feel like the 90s is really where their head is at when they say that out loud. I feel like they really are going way back.
Oh, no. They're going 1890s.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But there weren't commercials to go back that far.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're stuck in the 1990s for commercials.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the 90s were fun, but, I just feel like we've got... Oh, this is another question. So most of the ads are going to be AI related or, America.
Cornfields.
Yeah, exactly. So is that really Is that where we're going? That everything is just going to become AI generated?
Yes.
So that would explain why everything's being remixed.
100%. Yeah. No, cornfields and Merca is definitely where we're at right now. 2025 is the year of... I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
It's just that vibe, that feeling.
Yeah. It's just the overlords or the computer overlords.
Again, going back to the 90s, I remember growing up and watching like Super Bowl ads. It was all just trucks driving through dirt and built so some company tough for Ram.
Oh, yeah.
More than she can do. I don't know, whatever their ads are. But like, it's bullshit. It's just hyper-masculinity bullshit. Now we got like hyper-masculinity mixed with like hyper-Americanism, and it's just, it's disgusting.
Well, it does make sense for sports ball.
Yes.
I mean, that would tend to have that fan base, I would say.
Sports ball.
I mean, I used to like to try to watch the commercials because they would be clever and fun.
No.
And now they're very lacking.
Very.
And then halftime show. Although this year...
Who is the halftime show?
It's Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that one.
And throwing some serious shade at Drake. So
I was going to say, is it going to be like a continuation of their whole like turf war?
Yeah, I heard Josh Johnson was talking. He's a comedian. He was talking about how he's hoping that Kendrick Lamar gets also nominated for an Emmy for the halftime performance, so that he wouldn't only have won a Grammy for his song about Drake, but also an Emmy.
And then he's going to write a musical.
Right, and just going to become the EGOT or something. I don't know, but...
EGOT over this shit.
That's like the best.
That is like, you know, when they say make your enemy like kill him with success, like that's the epitome of that.
Yeah, and he was saying the worst part is the anticipation of the performance for Drake, because you know, like the entire like stadium will be singing it with Kendrick Lamar, so like that would probably be worth like just the watching that spectacle.
Is Drake gonna be there?
I cannot imagine.
I
cannot imagine.
As somebody that wouldn't pay money for sports ball, I would pay money to go watch that.
Yeah.
Just to like watch them have to sit through an entire stadium singing.
Well, there's no way he's going to avoid seeing it.
Right. But in person would be even better if everybody was just looking at him.
No.
This is the petty, like tormented child from high school coming out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Full on.
It's pretty great. That rivalry is pretty hilarious to me. But
all right. Rapid fire chaos.
Okay. Sorry.
Boeing. Doors are now optional.
Oh, Jesus.
So Boeing planes are literally falling apart midair, and their response? Layoffs. As a person who enjoys not plummeting from the sky, how does that make you feel?
Okay, so let's just revisit this fact. I cannot fly without a hefty dose of Xanax.
Not sponsored.
It's not sponsored. So, without being heavily medicated in general, any of, like, the Boeing like shit show that's happening or the FAA stuff is absolutely terrifying. But then how does it make any sense to not address the problem but instead cut your workforce so then you have less people to be able to like fix safety issues? It's just absolutely mind-blowing.
Don't worry. They're only cutting the women and the queers and the people of color.
Oh, then we'll be fine.
We're totally
fine. We'll be fine. Oh, that made me feel a lot better. Maybe I won't need Xanax next time.
I'm so glad. I mean, clearly, the women and the queers, like the two in this room, can't handle shit.
Yeah, no, we can't handle anything. There's no adversity that we face on a day-to-day basis.
What's that mean?
I know.
Define that word.
Nope.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if I was a Cheeto, I'd understand what it is. Damn.
Probably not. Okay, this one is really funny to me, but TikTok just told Google to go fuck itself. TikTok found a way to bypass Google Play for downloads, which is absolutely some chaotic, petty queen behavior, which is brilliant. And I don't know if that's going to help TikTok or speed up the government ban. What do you think?
I truly believe that if the government ends up banning TikTok, it's going to be like the spark that starts like, have you seen Les Mis?
Yeah.
Like we're so close. We are so close.
And you think TikTok's gonna be the thing?
I think it could be, because you don't want to piss off these Gen Zs.
Well,
Like their career path is to be an influencer, and I love and support that. And like I am as an elder millennial who is like struggling. Like I miss my friend Tom from MySpace. Like,
oh, Tom.
when I only had to worry about a top 8.
Yeah.
Like now there's like, oh no. So yeah, no, I truly feel like this could be the downfall of so many rich people.
This might push people over the edge.
Yeah. Like you take away my cat videos at night, and like,
yeah,
we're going to have some fighting words to do, because I need those cats.
Well, apparently TikTok is cool with working the system.
I am all for the petty queen energy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, as a petty queen myself, like, we live for a good clapback, and I feel like this is a good clapback. Now, I just wish they could figure out a way to get around Apple iTunes store thing. I don't think that's going to happen, but
yeah, it's interesting. The gates now, the key holders, right? All the tech bros.
right. I think that's one of the things that's truly like kind of being highlighted by a lot of these issues, is how few people control like what we're able to see and use. And it's insane, the funnel in which everything gets filtered through.
Yeah.
All right, more chaos. Here we go. BP's activist investors, are they actually doing anything? So I guess BP now has new activist investors. So are they actually going green, or are they just throwing up some wind turbines and hoping we don't notice that they're still drilling?
Oh, yeah. My opinion is it's absolute greenwashing. And also, I don't know why they're making a big deal about it now. No one cares anymore. Like, all the corporations don't care.
Right.
So,
as soon as the queers and the women and the people of color are gone,
yeah,
green's the next thing that's out.
Yeah. I really have a hard time trusting any corporation that starts promoting their, green policies, unless it's like a trusted. I mean, I boycott a lot of brands because I am a tree hugger.
I can attest to this.
And sustainability is definitely my jam. So it makes me very concerned. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's really the right phrase, very concerned, but I don't trust it. They're also the ones that had the huge oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. Just to be clear, Mexico.
Gulf of America.
No, Gulf of Mexico.
Did you, speaking of that, sorry, I'm going to derail this.
Yeah.
Did you hear what the governor of Illinois did?
No.
Oh my God. He held a full press conference talking about how Illinois is such a great state that it's clear that the Great Lakes should reflect this. And so he sent a letter to Google declaring that Lake Michigan should be changed to Lake Illinois.
What the?
It's full on trolling Trump. So he's a Democratic governor that's full on just like,
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it's epic. Go watch the press conference.
Okay.
Because it is 100% just trolling.
That's fantastic.
And I'm like, we need more of this energy going into 2025.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is the year of the trolls or the cave people, as we found out.
Oh, yes, that too. Yeah, I wish there was a lot more trolling happening, actually. You're pretty good at that.
I do love me a good trolling. Give me a glass of wine and some social media, like close local neighborhood groups, and I will troll away.
Troll away.
I've been called a shill. That's always pretty good, as being called a shill.
Well, aren't we all?
Pissus douchebag.
Oh, yes.
I was a pissus douchebag. I don't know what a pissus is, but that was, I think they were trying to say pious.
I think so too, but pissus is way better.
Pissus.
Yeah.
Captain Pissus.
We're copywriting that. Trademarking it.
Trademarking it.
Yeah.
Gonna get royalties. You can Venmo me. Those on Facebook still using that to.
Yeah. So to your question about BP, I say it's bullshit. I don't believe that they're actually doing that, and honestly, I don't know why they're wasting effort, because Nobody's paying attention to that right now anyway.
100%. I think we're seeing a flood the zone strategy on so many things, and it's just so like it can be overwhelming at times.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the whole point.
It really is. Yeah, they're just trying to like crush us into like
To what end is really I don't understand, right? I mean, if we think about it from our small business lens, right? Like, to what end is it to basically make everything more difficult in all ways so that small business can't survive and, middle-class Americans can't survive? Like, to what end? What is the point?
They've already proven they're fine with killing people. Like, I just don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know. That's an excellent question. I don't think we'll get an answer.
No, oh no, of course.
I think I don't know. I truly don't. Like, I don't know. Are they really trying to see like who can get to a trillionaire status first? Like,
maybe.
What is the motivating factor? Like, or are they trying to just burn it all down quicker? Like, and as somebody that often says, let's just burn it down.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you fault?
No, I mean, I have to say, the game fled the zone with the absolute most chaotic shit ever. It's pretty on point right now.
True.
Even though it's despicable
100%.
and horrific. But to have that kind of like chaos energy, I mean,
we do love a good chaos moment.
Yeah. I mean, we live in the chaos energy all the time. So
100%.
But they really stepped it up because.
Yeah. I feel like we are like meditating every day compared to what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're just sitting over here on a yoga retreat and they're just like on another level.
Yeah.
And like, props to that chaos.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to join that chaos.
No.
We'll keep our own chaos.
We will keep our own chaos.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that I think we've gotten to a sufficiently depressing point.
I know. That wasn't the whole intention of this. Was not to be leaving it on a down note there.
This is what the chaos is going to be like. So that is this week's dose of absolute mayhem. If we've somehow managed to make you laugh, feel rage, or question your life choices, then honestly, we have done our job.
Yeah, chaos isn't a problem. It's a lifestyle. So embrace it and complain about it. And if all it fails, at least you're not working for Boeing.
Or running it.
Or running it.
Dear Lord. So make sure you subscribe. Leave us a review. If you hated this, keep that to yourself. Thank you. Or better yet, email our non-existent HR department. Sure, we've pissed off plenty of maggots.
Also follow us on the socials for more of our unfiltered nonsense. If you've got a chaos shitstorm of your own, please share, because we love to talk about other people's chaos too.
Yeah, we'll definitely laugh about it if we don't share.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
If you want to give us a good giggle, send it on over.
Yep.
So until next time, keep it messy, keep it loud, and most importantly, join the chaos.